The Social Development Department in the Eastern Cape is concerned at the ongoing attacks on social workers. The department says some of the social workers are held at gunpoint. Let's get more details now from the Social Development MEC in the Eastern Cape, Bukiwe Fanta. Thank you so much for your time this evening. What exactly is going on?
Good evening, Bongi. Thanks for having me. Bongi, as a Department of Social Development, we are very worried of what is happening in Abeja, Nelson Mandela Bay. Due to the robbery that is taking place to our social workers, the foot soldiers that are supposed to help us fighting the scourge of violence, counseling our people that are being attacked. About 18 of them that have been robbed, their belongings and all the equipment, even our cars of the department. And lately, only 2 days ago, 5 of them were being robbed. All their properties, all their gadgets were taken away, and we are worried. And we're calling upon the law enforcement to nip this trend in the bud. And we are calling also law enforcement to make arrest that would lead to a prosecution and finally conviction, so that they are taken away from the communities. And we're calling upon the communities, but these things are happening in our townships, the northern areas, the New Bright, which is the township that our people are. And we're worried that these people are getting away with murder whilst our people are there. We're calling upon the society, we're calling our communities, we are calling upon the committees, street committees, to make sure that these social workers are protected, because without them, we are going nowhere.
And is this just an act of pure criminality, or are they being targeted?
Yes, they are being targeted. We're talking about 18 of them. And it's even more now, because 2 days ago, 5 of them were being robbed. So we see a trend that they are being targeted, the social workers, and we're worrisome about that.
And as you say that they're taking equipment from them, and reading the statement earlier that in some of the instances cars are even, being hijacked, what impact does this have, on their work? Because these are people who are, trying to ensure that those that are most vulnerable are okay. And if they themselves are subjected to such trauma, I'm sure that it's having an impact on the work they're doing.
Oh, yes, Wongi. This has got a serious connotation when it comes to their work, because they are following people that are being robbed, people that are being raped, people that are being traumatized. So they need counseling, they need support from social workers. But what is happening now, it means that those that are traumatized, they will be traumatized for the rest of their lives without any help, because social workers will be afraid of going out now to do their jobs.
And what are the police saying in terms of trying to get to the bottom of what's happening? And also, how can they assist in this regard? I know there's resourcing issues there, but are they able to maybe assist them as they go into these areas in terms of, ensuring that they're kept safe? Or is there anything that the department can do to help them and accompany them to these areas?
Police have tried by dispatching police in one vehicle, but unfortunately, due to the rise of gender-based violence, and you could see I'm mentioning about 3 areas, and these areas are scattered, and Minister of Police indicates that he has got a shortage of police. So we cannot have police that accompany each and every social worker that is going out to do his or her own job. It's not on. We really need, hence we are calling upon of the communities to stand up and fight for our social workers, because these social workers are doing service to them. If they are not taking up this issue, it means that social workers won't be coming to service them.
And also for them to report even some of, the stuff that they see, because I'm sure they may even be aware of where these stolen goods are being held.
Exactly, Bongi, because they know whoever who is buying these gadgets, they must report. Whenever someone comes to say, I'm selling this and this, they must report because those are stolen properties and that is against the law. So that hence, communities are key in helping us in this matter.
All right, Mama, thank you so much for your time. Let's, touch base with you in the coming days to see if they are still able to continue with their work and the communities are rising up to be able to assist you in this particular regard. Do appreciate your time. That was the Department of Social Development MEC in the Eastern Cape, Bukiwe Fanta.